everybody. I just fell in love. I just quit my job.
It is my 1-year Quit-Iversary, and it is a year full of some highs, some middles, and some learning curves thrown in between. And today I am going to share what this year has looked like, and then also give you guys 5 reasons as to why I quit my job and what to look forward to in 2023. So I started the year off with an interview called She Is, where I kind of just discussed me stepping into entrepreneurship, what it is that I was going to kind of be doing this year in terms of working for myself, which is called LEAP, Legacy Exchange Arts Group. I wanted to be able to marry my love for arts education, event planning, and artist management together. I am a 3-dimensional person, so it just kind of made sense for me to kind of merge all of my loves and my passions to be able to be fulfilled in different areas of my life. Then I hosted a series of Elements of Hip Hop events with my partner. It was full of visual arts, dance, just kind of going through the whole scope of the elements of hip hop. Within arts education, I helped to create a APS district dance day where all of the schools in APS dance departments got together to be able to provide students a day of dance and performance. I also contributed to 2 music videos, one as a dance manager and then the other I made an appearance. So that was pretty cool to be a part of. I also did a lot of traveling this year. I started off going to Brazil as a part of a dance tour. I was managing an artist. So we went from Rio to Sao Paulo to Curitiba, and it was just dance party in every single city. Then I went to Denver. I have a client who is getting married because I also am a day of wedding coordinator, and Denver is just beautiful. I love the mountains. It was quite superb. Lastly, I ended things with a cruise, and on this cruise is where I really had time to digest and process what this year was about, things I wanted to do differently, how I want things to look for myself going forward, both personally and professionally. I'm telling you, if you need time to think, get on somebody's ship, go in the middle of the water and just remove yourself from all technology. You will have nothing but space and opportunity to process, plan, coordinate, do all of the things. And I was very fortunate to be able to have this time with my grandmother to reset, and with that time to think, it really set me up for the trajectory of where I'm trying to go for 2023. Why I quit my job 1 year ago, December 31st, 2021, to start my own business and work for myself. Now, the number 5 reason why I quit my job was I wanted to have full control of my intellectual property. I know that me being an arts educator was a specialized field. And so I wanted to be able to have full ownership of my knowledge and my expertise, not only in that area, but the other areas of life. The number 4 reason why I quit my job was the lack of respect. Now, when we go off to college and we get our degree, the first thing that we're told is to go and work for somebody else. No one ever advocates for, at least not in my community or in my upbringing, to work for myself. And so the lack of respect that I was getting got to the point where it was like I would rather take the chances of working for myself, because hello, that is an option. I have a degree that says that I am knowledgeable and certified to do the job in this area. I don't necessarily have to do that for someone else. And once I got that in my head and got that confidence that I would rather work for me, make sure that I give myself the respect that I deserve, I decided that the lack of respect that I was getting working for somebody else was no longer suitable for me and my needs. But I also felt like I was giving a lot of my intellectual property away, but a lot of myself away too, and wasn't being reciprocated with value and appreciation. The number 3 reason why I quit my job was to have emotional freedom. So I wanted to be able to have control of my mental health. Being in certain types of environments, my mental health was impacted. And that became very apparent during the pandemic. I don't know about anybody else, but during the pandemic, I had quite a bit of time to decompose and process where I was kind of in life professionally. Personally, I was good to go. Professionally, it was giving, ma'am, there are some things that are not quite right. You need to change and improve, because God definitely has more for you in store than what you're enduring in this space and time. The number 2 reason why I quit my job was because of that good old glass ceiling. So I got to that point where I was feeling like, not that I gotten to my highest potential, even at that particular place of employment, but more so of getting to a space where I had to understand that I don't want to be at the top of somebody else's organization. I only want to be in the middle. If I'm going to be at the top, I'm going to be at the top of my own. So for me, it just didn't make sense to stay stagnant in a space for too long, when I knew that if growth was what I wanted in terms of being a boss, that I needed to be my own boss. My number 1 reason, and that was workplace hostility, bullying, harassment, intimidation, microaggressions, all of the above. So I had gotten to the point where I really had to step back and say a lot of what I had endured for 6-7 years was just not acceptable. It was not okay. And that honestly has led me to YouTube, because I feel like no one is going to tell me how I am going to heal and process the journey that I have gone on working for someone else. The gag is that we are required to be employed to make money. And I just feel like if I'm going to be at a place where I have to give away my intellectual property to make money, then the least that I can do is be working in a healthy environment. What I want to do is be able to share my experiences of what I have endured, in hopes that we can get some laws passed, we can get a support group going, and I'm not letting my foot off of no one's neck. I think sometimes you have to go through things in life to be able to experience it, to get that fire under your butt, to get things going, moving, and laws passed, because no one should be out here in a space where they feel like they are stuck. We shouldn't have to sacrifice our mental health and our well-being to have those things that are required of us, or to do the things that are required of us, and we be mistreated. I also hope to inspire someone else to work for yourself. There's no better person to treat yourself well than yourself. So those are the 5 reasons why I quit my job, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You will like, comment, subscribe. So I will leave you with this. Your voice is your superpower, so don't be afraid to use it. Cheers.
La, 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 la.